Hey, what's up, growers? So this is the first video of the spring. Welcome to the 2021 gardening season. Today I want to make this video to share two of the most common concerns that I hear from homeowners when they're starting a garden. So if space or sunlight is an issue for you and you have a berm or median strip outside of your house, I would recommend checking it out to see if it's a good option for you to grow. You can see right here, I've got some garlic growing. It's not really much to see right now because we're just kind of starting the gardening season, but pretty soon I'll be planting a lot more stuff. You can really maximize this area, especially if you don't have enough space in your front lawn or backyard. I want to show you guys some footage of the 2020 gardening season so you can see a little bit more of what I harvested. So as you can see, I didn't build super fancy raised beds, mainly because this was my first time growing in the berm and I wasn't sure how the city was going to react or if they were going to send somebody to tear it out. But thankfully I didn't end up having any problems. Just to be clear, this piece of land changes depending on where you live. So in Michigan we call it a berm, but other places call it a median strip or a planting strip. I grew a variety of vegetables in these gardens: bell peppers, squash, beets, carrots, greens. I even grew a little watermelon. Before you start growing, I would recommend checking with your local utility company and see if there's any gas or sewage lines. I actually had DTE come out and they did a marking for me, so I found that the berm strip wasn't a problem for me because my gas line actually runs through my front yard. So let me show you what that looks like. You can see the berm strips over there, and this is my front yard, and they came out and they actually marked this yellow line and they put this flag right there, so I knew that that was where the gas line was. After you find out where your gas and your sewage lines are, you can still grow on the berm. I would just personally avoid growing it directly on top of the gas line, just in case somebody from the city has to come out and dig up your garden. You don't want to spend all that time and energy building that garden just to have somebody rip it out. The last thing you want to check is to make sure there's no construction going on. So I'm actually personally a little worried because about a mile down the road here, they're replacing the sidewalks and it's actually going to continue. So I'm not 100% sure when they're going to be doing it in my area, but they will be replacing these sidewalks at some point. So, I'm still going to do it anyway. I'm still going to grow things in my berm strip, but I wouldn't invest like hundreds of dollars in building a bunch of really nice fancy raised beds because I know that it's a chance that they're gonna tear up this area, and then I can't salvage the garden. This idea was really made popular by Ron Finley, who is a gardener in South Central Los Angeles, and he actually got the ordinance of Los Angeles changed. Prior to him, it was actually illegal to grow food in the berm or median strip, and he did a lot of work and advocacy to get that ordinance changed so now people can grow in the city of Los Angeles on their berm or median strip. So you kind of want to look into that, but I mean, honestly, there's always the route of activism. So if your local city, if that is a policy that they have, I mean, why not advocate against that? Because it's such a wasted space where we grow all this grass on our berms and we don't even end up doing anything with it. So why not grow food where you could feed your friends and family? Thank you all for watching. I hope that encouraged you to find more creative ways and spaces where you can grow more food, and stay tuned for more videos about gardening and composting.